Jesus freak here. Now, I just felt I'd say something about the current situation and my own opinions of it. Having gone to the supermarket earlier to pick up a few supplies because I'm kind of expecting to be forced to hunker down for a while. Not by choice, and not necessarily by financial issues, but because I suspect our governor's probably going to tighten things up in the near future. It's just, just a hunch. I'm looking at what, California's doing. Here they've made this, a recommendation that you should stay home if you don't have to go out. But in California, they're making a misdemeanor. Now, personally, my opinion is because our governor is from the big city and he don't know from upstate, that he doesn't understand the situation upstate and how it's not the same as it is downstate. Over half our cases are in the city, and the vast majority of the remainder are in Long Island and the counties closest to New York City. So I understand his perspective, although I don't necessarily agree with it. I personally think that, telling people they need to stay home unless they have to go out is counter-effective. That it's the direct cause of the runs on stores, the outages of supplies, um, they completely blew Walmart a few days ago out of craft dinner. They, I was at Tops today. They were completely blown out of toilet paper. A lot of canned foods were raided. A lot of the larger packages of meat were raided. The larger packages of eggs raided. There wasn't no hand sanitizer anywhere in the store. I think that people's reaction has been worse than the disease itself. And I think part of the problem, besides, social media and the 24-hour news cycle, is that we fear because we don't have that grounding in the gospel that we used to have. You know what John the Evangelist said, he who fears is not perfect in love and in God. We're panicking over this, and we don't have to be panicking. I mean, it's justifiable to, when you got a lot of people in one area that got the virus, that they should, quarantine themselves, and it's what they probably should be doing in like Italy and so, but and maybe New York City, but in places where you can count the number of cases on one hand, you don't need to be shutting down the county, shutting down the state, shutting down the country over that. But it's a reaction born out of fear. And what we need at this time is to, take a look at the real situation on the ground and measure it realistically. I mean, honestly, I guess needed. We've had it so easy for decades. We've had it so easy since World War II that we really haven't had a situation that really knocked us on our knees, and maybe we needed that. But I really think this, our reactions, they're they're the real disease. I think more so than this coronavirus. Jesus, freak out.